Now we have some where we're going to have variables on both sides instead of variables just on one side. Again, we have the parentheses, so we know anytime we see those, we got to get rid of those and use our distributive property like we did before. So we're going to do that side. This side is going to stay the same for now. 9u minus 22 is going to equal, and if I multiply times 7, 7u minus 28, right? Now what happens when I have both numbers and variables on both sides is I want my variables on one side, my numbers on the opposite side. Doesn't matter which way you move them. Usually I move my variables to the left, my numbers to the right. So when I do this, I'm going to say, okay, I want to get these variables together. I'm going to move this over here. It's a positive. I've got to make that a minus 7u. Then in the same step, because I don't want to have to write a whole bunch of stuff on my paper and I'm going to save some space, I'm going to move my number to the opposite side. Since this is a minus 22, I'm going to plus my 22. So then when I did 9 minus 7, she already said up 2u. Negative 28 plus 22 minus 6. So if I have 2u equals negative 6, to solve that I'm going to divide by my 2. U then is going to equal negative 3. So if I have variables and numbers on both sides, I'm going to move my variables one way, my numbers the opposite way. I could do it in 2 separate steps, but that's just more work, so I just do them in the same one. So number 17, first thing, got to get rid of those parentheses. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to have what? Negative 6v.
36.
Minus 36. Or negative times a positive is a negative. So negative 6v minus 36 equals negative 3v minus 12. So, if I want to move my v's over to the left-hand side, what am I going to do with that negative 3v?
Plus.
I'm going to plus it. Cross it off from here, move it over here, and add it. Since it was negative, I got to make it positive. Then I'm going to move my number over to the right-hand side. Since this is a minus 36, when I move it over to the other side, I'm going to do what? Add it. Plus my 36. Negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3. So negative 3v equals negative 12 plus 36 is 24. Then my last step, v is going to equal negative 8 because I'm going to take 24 divided by that negative 3. So number 18, first thing I'm going to do.
Parentheses.
Get rid of those parentheses. So I'm still going to have negative 7y plus 24. It's going to equal, what's on the other side? 2y plus 6. So if I want to solve that for y, what's the next thing I probably want to do?
Negative 2y.
Minus my 2y, move that over. And
9y. Negative. No. Is that right?
you could do that. I could also just move this over here so that I don't have... If you do that, it's all right. negative 9y plus 24 equals 6, right? Because then what you're going to do, minus your 24, right? 6 minus 24 is going to give me what? Negative 18. And then my last step, divide by my negative 9. Y is going to equal 2. Negative divided by a negative makes that a positive 2. So, I usually move both things at one time, but if you're not comfortable doing that, just move one, and then you've got that two-step equation like we did on those previous ones. All right, so that should be the next 6 things on your pie chart. See, they start getting longer.